All right, welcome on in, everyone. My name is Coach Christian. Also with me today, Coach Heather, and we are bringing you another Coach Care Connect daily virtual workout. Today, we're going to get nice and warmed up, and then we have 2 circuits that we're going to go through, 3 exercises apiece, and it's going to be a 30-30 work-to-rest ratio. So you're going to have an even work-to-rest ratio, give you enough time to rest and recover in between those sets today. Now, let's get warmed up, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the workout as we go. We're going to start with a Spider-Man with rotation. So Heather's going to drop it down to her high plank position. Hands are going to be under the shoulders, knees, and everything locked out there. Good. Open out the chest. You're going to follow the hand with the eye, with the eyes there, so you can see she opens the chest up, reaches for the ceiling, and again, follows the hand with the eyes. 5 on one side. When you're done with that, hop that foot outside the other side and get right into it there. Perfect. Now, our warm-up today, it's about getting your body ready to go for our 2 circuits today. So doing what you got to do to get your body ready to go today. When you are done with your 5 reps there, you can stay on the hands and knees for our next one. We are going to hit a quad Superman tuck. Now, this one starts on the hands and knees, hands under the shoulders, knees are under the hips again, and then we're going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg. So right arm, left leg extends, and then brings it back in, elbow to knee, before you come back out there. 5 on each side. So hit your 5 on one side and then switch over into that other side. Perfect. Good. Take your time with these. Maybe even add a little pause at the end to make sure your core is engaged. You want the straight line all the way from your hand to that back heel. So all the way across the back, everything is tight, stable. Core is squeezed and turned down there. So perfect. When you're done with your 10 total reps there, we're going to go into some single leg reaches, and you are going to see some single leg deadlifts in our workout today as well. So really work on the range of motion here. If you need to hold out of the wall, you absolutely can, because this one is more about mobility and getting deep into it. As you can see, Heather pushes that heel back, that bottom leg. There's a soft bend in the knee, but she's really feeling it in that hamstring. So as she reaches down, she's got that low back nice and flat all the way across for that straight line from the shoulders all the way to her back heel. After she hits 5 on one leg, we're going to switch over to the other. Again, working that range of motion, getting deep into it here. Again, if you need to hold onto the wall for some extra stability, that is perfectly fine. We just want you to get that full range of motion. Perfect. Last one that we're going to do in our warm-up today is going to be the in and out squat. So we're going to start with the feet in. We're going to hop them out to where your regular squat is and squat down right into it. 10 reps there. Getting deep into the squat, hopping the feet in, hop them right back out. Now, don't hop those feet too wide on this one. You want to keep them about shoulder width. Perfect. This one designed to get that heart rate cranked up just a little bit. Here we go. When you're done with your 10, finish up whatever you guys need to do here. We're going to start demoing that first circuit of the day. Again, we're going to go through it 3 times, so it's going to be 3 different moves, 30-30. So you're not going to have a rest in between your actual rounds of the circuit. You're going to have a 30-second rest, just like you would after every exercise, but there's not going to be an extra rest, if that makes sense. So we're going to start out with a modified burpee for 30 seconds. So we're coming out the gates hot with our modified burpee. Just to show you what that is, modified burpee is a drop down to the floor, so a hinge, hop the feet back, high plank position, we hop the feet forward, and we stand up nice and tall. That is our modified burpee. Now, if you want to add a jump, if you want to add a push-up, if you want to add a backflip, or whatever you want to add into your burpee, that is on you. That's how we make this workout yours today. So if you want to add the push-up, the jump, whatever, go after that to make it a little bit more challenging. Now, exercise number 2. So after a nice little 30-second break, we'll have a forearm side plank. Now, first round, we're going to switch at the halfway point, and then rounds 2 and 3, you're going to hold it on one side for the entire 30 seconds. So Heather gets up into that side plank position. Her body is in a straight line from shoulders to heels. Her hips are lifted. The option on this one is to bend that bottom knee about 90 degrees and then stay on that knee. That'll just take a little bit of pressure off the hip and the oblique there. So whichever one you want to do, we'll roll it over halfway in between our first round, because again, we only have 3 rounds. Last move of this circuit is going to be a single leg deadlift. So for this one, we're going to come down and we're going to take that kettlebell. If it's in your right hand, we're going to take it down to your left foot. Kicking that leg back, it's just like those single leg touchdowns or single leg reaches that we did in our warm-up today. We're just going to add that little bit of weight. So kick that back heel back. You can see Heather stays in that really good straight line position all the way across the back to that back heel. That soft bend in the bottom knee looks really good there. Round number 1, again, we'll switch halfway. After that, we'll stay on the same side for the full 30 seconds. So that's our first circuit. We're going to go through that 3 times before we get into our second circuit. You guys got about 25 seconds to get yourself ready. So go ahead, do what you got to do, and we will get going. So, all right, now 20 seconds till we get going here. I'm going to start the clock, and we are going to get ready with the modified burpee to start here. So get yourself mentally ready for that one. And again, it's going to be 30 seconds of work. I'm going to start the timer. You got 10 seconds, and we are going to roll with this one. So modified burpees to start. Again, the push-up, the jump, that is on you if you want it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, so hinging down, bringing the hands down, get to that high plank position, walk the feet up, and stand up. Find that good pace in round number 1. This is almost like a continuation of the warm-up a little bit as we get going in our first circuit. Now, you are halfway done with the round, 15 seconds. Body's still moving, you're still keeping that same pace. We're feeling good. We don't want those hips to fall as you come down to the ground. So notice as Heather comes down, her body stays in that straight line. Her hips don't go below it. We don't want any bananas there. 3, 2, 1, that's it. 30 seconds down. You got 30 seconds to rest as Heather finishes up that last bonus rep right there. That was good. So forearm side plank coming up next. Now, this is the one that we are going to switch at the halfway point. So 15 seconds down, we'll roll it over right to that other side, 15 on each side. Good, you got 10 seconds to take a quick drink of water, take a couple deep breaths, get yourself ready, and let's go back to work. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 30 seconds. Now, you're a statue here. No extra movement in the body. If you're shaking a little bit, I'm okay with that, but don't be swaying around. You want to keep everything nice and tight to be nice and stable. Now, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, roll it over to the other side. Perfect, and we're going to go 15 seconds over here. Again, in the next 2 rounds, we'll stay on the same side for the full 30 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Really good. Next one, single leg deadlift, so we can bring it up to the feet after that, and we're going to go in about 25 seconds. Now, really take it slow on this one. Even if you want a little option, we can keep our back foot on the ground, and we can do the kickstand stance. If you want a little option, if you're struggling with that balance, with that stability a little bit, the kickstand adds a really good way to still work that same muscle group, but to give you a little bit more stability. So you always got options here. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Perfect. So again, this round we will switch at the halfway point. 15 on one side, 15 on the other. And then again, the next 2 rounds will be on the same side for the entire round. So hit me one more good rep on this side, and then in 2, 1, switch it up. We're halfway through. Good, you guys are crushing the first round of our circuit here. And you're gonna go through it 3 times. 5 seconds. Good, last couple of reps here. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, 1 round down. We got 2 more of those to go. We're going to start with that modified burpee again in 25 seconds. So get yourself ready. Maybe this time you're going to spice it up a little bit. Maybe you want to add a push-up. Maybe you want to add a jump. Whatever works for you, maybe some mountain climbers at the bottom. Whatever you want to add. Just find a way to move for the entire 30 seconds. That's going to be our goal for every burpee round today. 5 seconds, and we're going to take off. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 30 seconds of burpees, going after them, putting in the work today. There we go. Good, good. So again, as you hinge down, be safe on this one. If you're feeling pain in the lower back, try to squat down a little bit more. Get into a comfortable position that you can safely hit with each burpee today. Good. You got about 7 seconds to go. That's about time for 2 more. You got them in you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and done. 30 down. Love it. Now side planks coming up next. You're going to stay on the same side for the full 30 seconds. So pick a side, whatever side you want to hit first, and then we'll come and hit the other side in your next round. Good. So we got 15 seconds to get yourself ready still. Remember, as the option this round, you can drop that bottom knee to 90 degrees. So always know that you don't have to come down in the 30 seconds. Say you can't hold it up on the toes. Just drop that bottom knee and keep going. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 30 seconds. So again, body's in the straight line. As we do this one, our tendency is to have our hips fall backwards a little bit, and that's not what we want. So engage the glutes, keep those hips forward, so your shoulders, your hips, and your ankles are all in that straight line. You're halfway, 15 seconds. Good, you're strong here. Keep actively driving that hip up towards the sky. Good. 7 seconds, almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. All right, we got single leg deadlifts coming. Again, this one's going to be the same side for the entire 30 seconds. So grab some heavy weight, whether you got a kettlebell, dumbbell, whatever you're using, we will make it work for the single leg deadlift. Again, you got the regular single leg deadlift with that heel back going into that hinge position, or you can use that kickstand stance if that works a little bit better for you, and you can get some more quality reps in the round. But 5 seconds, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Good. Drive that heel back. If you can, try not to let that foot rotate around as well. Sometimes when we do this, we have a tendency to open the hip up a little bit. You want to keep it closed. So Heather's doing a really good job of keeping her hip square to the ground and not letting that hip open up as she comes back. So how we can do that a little bit, you can force that opposite shoulder to stay down, almost reach a little bit for the foot, but keep that back nice and flat. We don't want it to round at all. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. 2 rounds of our circuit done. We got 1 more before we move on to circuit number 2. So we are going to go back to the modified burpees for the last time today. Last time of modified burpees. So again, I want you to spice it up even more the third time through. I know last round we either added the push-up, the jump, something, but now we're going to go a little bit harder. Last round, making it your best round of burpees. So 30 seconds. What are you going to do with it here? 5 seconds and we'll go. In 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. Here we go. Good. So doing whatever you can here to really get to your goals, get to where you need to be. Heather's got push-ups going. If you want to add jumps, mountain climbers, you can add anything. You can dance at the top. We encourage any type of movement here. Good. You got 10 seconds though. 10 seconds. Couple reps gets you to the end. Perfect. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Really good. We got forearm side planks coming up next. We're going to go to the other side now. So hopefully you remember which side you did. If you don't, I guess you got to guess. One side might get a little bit more work today, but we'll make it work. Hopefully you don't create any imbalances. 15 seconds. All right. So you got to feel how long that 30-second plank hold was last round. You know how you got to adjust if needed, but here we go. 6 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Let's hold. Good. Again, that straight line. Don't let the hips fall back. We keep the glutes engaged, and we keep the hips forward. Good. Now, we'll have 90 seconds in between our circuits today. So we have 90 seconds. We'll demo the movements for you guys. While we're doing that, make sure you guys get a drink, do what you need to do. But you got 12 seconds left in this plank hold. We'll hit those single leg deadlifts, and then we'll go right into that next round. Again, 90 seconds in between. So 3, 2, 1, and done. Single leg deadlifts here to finish off circuit number 1. So grabbing that weight, get yourself set up. Grab a drink of water if you need. Do what you got to do. Take some deep breaths. Get ready for that heavy 30 seconds of our single leg deadlift. Again, you can do the regular single leg. You can use that kickstand stance. Whatever works for you. Want you to hit 30 seconds of good quality reps though. Take your time. Get that balance down, and let's do this. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Kick that back heel back. Now, if you're like me, I know I am way stronger and way more stable on one side, and you probably did that side first. So this 30 seconds might be a little bit more challenging for you. It might be your non-dominant side, and that's okay. Really focus on it just a little bit more. Challenge your mind on this one because, man, there it is. There it is. Got to challenge the mind a little bit. No, imbalances, that little bit of off-centeredness, that's good. That's what we want today. 3, 2, 1, and done. We got 90 seconds, so we'll move right into our next circuit. First exercise, you will need 1 dumbbell or 1 weight because it is good to be a dead bug, a weighted dead bug. So we're going to hold that above one shoulder. Hands are going to be above the shoulders. Knees are going to be right above the hips. And the hand that is not holding the dumbbell, that is what hand we're going to be extending here. So Heather's going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg, creating that straight line. This is like that quad Superman tuck that we did in the warm-up, except we're just doing the inverted version of it. So stay tight with that shoulder that's holding the dumbbell and extend, and that looks really good. Exercise number 2 is going to be a single arm floor press. So you can stay right on the ground, use that heavy weight, and we're just doing 15 seconds aside on some floor presses. Again, we'll go 30 seconds aside in those second and third rounds. Last one is going to be an alternating forward lunge. This one, you need a set of weights, or if you have one weight, you can always do the goblet position as well. But if you have a set, we're going to alternate some forward lunges. So take a nice big step forward. We're looking for 90 and 90 in both knees if you can get down there. If you need to limit that range of motion a little bit, that is okay. But I want you to focus on that 90-degree bend as Heather comes straight down and her chest stays nice and tall. You got 15 seconds, though. We're going to get into the dead bugs first, so get yourself set up, and we're going to go right into it for 30 seconds. Now, round number 1, we will switch at the halfway point, just like we did with the last couple of rounds. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Now, that hand that holds the dumbbell, keep that right over the shoulder. That hand doesn't move for the first 15 seconds until we switch our sides. Good. And then we'll switch sides in 2, 1, and switch. So now we're right into that other side. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Right arm, left arm, right leg, whatever you got here. 6 seconds. Finishing the last couple reps. Keep that core tight. Squeeze it. 2, 1, and done. 30 seconds to rest now. So take a little breath, and we're going to go into a single arm floor press next. If you got a heavy weight, definitely go after that. We will switch at the halfway point this round. All right. So hopefully you guys are still feeling good. Again, this second circuit is almost the exact same as the first. We just switch out the exercises. But here we go. 10 seconds. We will switch halfway again. So 15 seconds of floor presses on this side. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Now, really good. Now, Heather does a really good job of keeping her feet planted into the ground, keeping the feet and heels pushing into it to create a little bit of extra tension. That'll help you keep that core and the trunk nice and stable. In 2, 1, switch sides. Good. Now we're right into it. Kind of balance out those sides a little bit. Good. You want about that 45-degree angle coming down. You don't want it too high. You don't want it to be a tight chest press. You want that middle ground. 2, 1, and done. There we go. All right, we're going to get the alternating forward lunge coming next. Again, 2 different options. If you got one weight, you can hold it tight to the chest. If you got 2 weights, you can hold it at the side. If you don't need any weights and body weight works for you, you don't need to hold a weight then. So figure out what you got here, and then we'll go right after it. 10 seconds here, and we will go into it. Alternating forward lunges. Don't have to worry about sides on this one because you're just going to alternate for the 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Good. Keep getting that full range of motion on this one. As we get tired, the chest comes forward. Those dumbbells are really trying to pull our chest forward and round our back, but you got to use your core to keep the chest tall and to keep your torso upright. Good. The good news is you're already halfway done with this round. 15 seconds to go. They're going quick today. You guys are rocking it, getting deep into it. Good. There we go. Now keep it rolling here. About 1 more rep. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, 1 round of circuit number 2 done. We got 2 more to go. Dead bugs are coming next. We will stay on the same side for the full 30 seconds now. So get yourself ready for that. Again, we're going to hold that one weight over the staple shoulder. Other shoulders are going to be moving. Arms and legs, opposite arm, opposite leg are working. Now, for this one, I want you to keep the core even tighter. Think about the core. If you feel that spine coming up off the ground a little bit, think of squeezing even more. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, same side, 30 seconds of work. This is really, really good for the core. If you want to squat heavier weights, if you want to be stronger with like a hang clean, with any of those Olympic movements, the core is where your power comes from. It's the most functional exercise that you can do, one of them at least. It gets the core working. 8 seconds here. Here we go. Last couple. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Really good job, team. We're going to go into the single arm floor press next. So grab your weights. If you got to adjust a little bit, that's okay. You got just over 20 seconds. Now, same side, again, 30 seconds here. So no switch in this round. Just you, a little heavy weight, and some chest presses for 30 seconds. But you got 10 seconds, so get yourself set up. Let's do this one. 30 seconds of work. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. 30 seconds of it. Again, that 45-degree angle, right? So it's not too high, it's not too low, it's not that tight chest press. It is right in the middle, pressing up through the palm. Again, feet are planted into the ground. The core is still tight. We're always thinking about that core. 15 down, 15 to go. Good. Find that good pace. We're not in a hurry with our reps unless your weight is super, super light and you want to just crank out the reps. I'm okay with that. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, good. Now, alternating forward lunges for the second time coming up. We're going to finish out second round of circuit number 2. You only have 4 more exercises to go today. Forward lunge twice. That's only 2 minutes of work total today. That's all we got left. So we're getting down to it. Let's keep improving the quality. Every time you do a rep, the next one, try to make it just a little bit better. 7 seconds. Alternating forward lunges. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Good, very good. Again, still getting that depth, that back knee. It doesn't touch the ground, but it gets really, really close. Drive off that front leg to get yourself back to even. If you need to go to the reverse lunges, I'm okay with that, but keep on lunging. 10 seconds. Good, very good, Heather. Almost there, almost there. You got it. The legs are burning a little bit, but in the best ways. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. 2 rounds down. We got 1 more to go, so 3 more exercises, and that is it. We'll recover for just a couple minutes, and we will kick you guys out of here to go enjoy the rest of your day. Now, in about 16 seconds here, we got the dead bugs coming up. So last round of them, we're going to go to the other side from what you did last time. So the dead bugs and the single arm floor presses coming at you right here. 7 seconds, and we'll go into that dead bug. So get yourself set up, and let's go. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Good. Opposite arm, opposite leg again. The core is nice and tight. There's no space underneath that low back for Heather. That means her spine is pulled down. The belly button is pulled into the spine to keep everything neutral. Good. You're going to have just a natural little bit of curve in your back, just a little bit as you're laying down there, but you want to make sure that curve doesn't increase as you extend. 5 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. We're down to our last minute of work now. We got 1 round of single arm floor press, and we got 1 round of alternating forward lunges, and that's our work for the day, team. So end is in sight. The light is right at the end of the tunnel. Let's just finish it out. Let's hit this last little bit of the tunnel to get to that light. So 12 seconds. Floor presses coming in hot. Heather's getting all set up here. So again, 30 seconds, the opposite side of what you did last time. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Driving up through that palm, controlling on the way down, not in a rush with our reps again, unless you're going super light and you need to just knock out 100 reps in the 30 seconds. Again, if that's what you got, that's what we'll work with today. Good, good. Again, if you're feeling any pain throughout the workout today as well, stop into your local anytime. They might be able to help you out with some forms, some different things that you will have a coach to take you through everything. So if you have any questions, they will be there to answer it. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. Done on their backs now. We can bring it up to the feet for our last exercise of the day, and it is our alternating forward lunge, and we got 1 more. 1 more rep, 1 more round. Let's do it. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and you're done with this workout after a little bit of recovery. So give me what you got. This is like your empty the tank round. No breaks this round, right? If you need a break, drop the weight, and then just keep on working. Keep on working for the 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do it, team. 1. Here we go. 30 seconds. What do you got in that tank? What can you give me right here? Get a good pace. Get that fire going. What are your goals? How are you going to get there this round? You got 20 seconds to get as close as you can today. Good, good. Chest stays tall. Even if we increase that tempo a little bit, it doesn't change our form, right? You got 10 seconds to go, though. Let's keep pushing. So close to the end. Good. In 5. You got a couple reps in you. 3, 2, 1, done. Way to go, team. Drop those weights. Take a spot on the ground here. We can bring it down to the knees. We're going to do a couch rocker stretch here. So you can see Heather brings it down to 1 knee. Grab a drink of water, though. We'll take a second before we go. All right. Good. Hopefully you guys are feeling good. The couch rocker stretch is going to be on 1 knee. We're going to have the hands on the hips, and then we're just going to push those hips forward, kind of rock back and forth just a little bit. You can take some time. You don't want to rock too much where you're putting too much pressure on your hips or hip flexors, but feel the stretch a little bit, sink it in, bring it back, do what you got to do on this one. Perfect. All right, so we started off with burpees, started out hot today, and you guys still made it through. Hopefully you didn't get too psyched out about the burpees. We modified them today. We made them your own, just like we do with every workout. Let's switch sides. Good. So again, other knee, pushing it forward, rocking back and forth just a little bit, not putting too much pressure on each hip flexor there. All right. So this is, again, the recovery section, but as you hear me say all the time, if you take multiple Coach Care Connect workouts, your recovery starts as soon as you're done right here, but it also can be extended into your recovery with sleep, your food, so eating good food and staying hydrated. Let's bring it down to thread the needle next. So I'm going to coach Heather on this one, hands and knees to start. We're going to have one hand behind the head, and then what we're going to do is we're going to reach down in between. We're going to thread the needle through. I suppose we don't need the hand behind the head, and then open it up to the sky. Hand behind the head is thoracic spine extension, which is a little bit different stretch than thread the needle, but again, thread through, open it up, hit 5 on one side, and then we'll get 5 on the other. Perfect. Good, good. I love it, I love it. When you hit your 5, go right into that other side, open the chest up. There we go. Still, like I mentioned before, though, if you're having any pain with anything we do, stop into your local anytime and see a coach. They can help you out. They can give you a plan, because every member gets a plan, because every member deserves a plan. Good. When you're done with thread the needle, we are going to go down into a butterfly to finish it up. So as Heather puts those heels together, we're going to grab them, pull them in just a little bit, and push those shoulders back to keep that nice proud chest, and then drive the knees down without the elbows. Don't really need the elbows on this one. If you just actively drive them down and keep the chest tall, you're going to get more than enough out of the butterfly here. Now, this will be the last one that we have today, but that is okay. If you have any other tight spots that you need to stretch, if you want a foam roll, that is awesome as always. But that is going to be what we have for you guys today. Again, keep stretching, do what you got to do. Thank you all for coming out today. Again, my name is Coach Christian. This is Coach Heather, and we're so happy that you worked out with us today, and we can't wait for the next one. So we'll see you guys soon in the next one.